we are behind the screen somewhere, folks. We're here. Hey, that was a new intro for us. Good morning, everybody.
Vietnam.
Oh, wasn't that fun? That was so much fun.
Hello,
Good morning,
everybody.
Welcome to the Homeazin Show. I see Tommy is out in the chat already saying good morning. He also said that you had a handwriting folder with some interesting pens and journals on the storefront. And then he also had a question. So you talk about those pens in just a second, but he also had a fantastic question of how did this fantastic program get such a cool name? Well, thanks for asking, Tommy. We will get to that in just a couple minutes. But Marco, tell me about these pens and journals and things.
Okay, by the way, welcome everybody. Greetings from a sunny weather Portugal. As you can tell today, I'm wearing not just a t-shirt because I have jeans. Okay, don't think naughty things. Okay, but today finally I got only t-shirt, which is nice. It's one of the advantages of living in the South Europe. So about this, because one of the things that I like is this kind of, I think they are ink pens, right? This kind of.
Yeah. Yes.
And so I have a few from Waterman, which is a really nice. I think this pen should have, I don't know, maybe around 30 years, and look how amazing it looks.
That
Okay,
pen
I
is
also
30 years old.
yes, even
That's
older than I.
ridiculous. So that pen is from the 1900s?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Even older than I.
No, we're not going that
So
far.
this, and also I like this kind of journal. How can I say, notebooks? Okay, so from Moleskine and these kind of things. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Mont Blanc is also. And by the way, Cookbook Divas, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for all of you stopping by on my channel. I think my channel, it's more. It's the Latin channel. Ryan's is the more northern channel. So
the
welcome.
Frozen Tundra channel.
Absolutely. Welcome. And I don't know, do you have any news to tell us, Ryan, which you want to share with you?
Oh, do I have any news? I don't really know. Let me think for a second.
You went to the hairdresser or something?
I did not get a haircut. Maybe I did get a haircut since last week. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of hair, so it's not like a real big deal when I get a haircut. Let me think what else happened on the show or anything in particular. My show got canceled last weekend. I was going to mow my yard. It snowed, so it didn't happen, but it didn't like snow enough to pile
Can
up.
you? I think you can make the lawn in the snow.
I really wanted to do that. I wanted to get enough snow that it was going to pile up.
Trimming snow. And what are you doing? I'm trimming snow.
And I was going to take my lawnmower and drive over the snow. I thought this was going to be an amazing thing to witness, but we just got a dusting, and so I didn't do it. I canceled the weekend show. Tommy says, Ryan, it looks like Sioux Falls is having some thunderstorms. Sioux Falls, South Dakota is where I live. Yes. Let me just peek out my window. You guys can't see. No, we don't have any rain yet. So it's been very dry where I live this spring. And I keep waiting for the sun to come out and the weather to warm up and the rain to start falling. Maybe not at the same time, but because I want my grass to turn green and start growing. And when my grass turns green, then I can start mowing and doing my outdoor show, and I can put up my backyard pool and all that. It just hasn't happened yet. So I'm hoping in another week or so it's going to be really nice outside here. So we're hoping for that.
Awesome, awesome. So, because the world is asking for that, Ryan Swanstrom and myself, we're gonna tell the most well kept secret in the world. Our beloved audience, stay there, grab your popcorns, sit comfortably, because we are about to tell the secret behind the name of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we are gonna tell the secret story about our name.
All right. I will get I didn't know if you were throwing that over to me.
Absolutely. Okay, it's better to start over.
We got to start that over.
I'm gonna play the intro video again. Okay, and now we are gonna tell you the secret sauce ingredient behind our well kept secret, the name of our show.
The first reason for the name of our show is I am at home. Marco is at home. It is not the same home because I live in South Dakota in the United States and Marco lives over in Portugal in Europe. But we are both at home. So we've got the word home. Marco, over to you. What's the second reason?
This thank you so much for asking.
You're welcome.
So the second reason, the middle reason, the kind of, and this is kind of going up the ladder of the mysterious and the unspoken secrets about our creative department. So the second reason is because both Ryan Swanstrom and myself, we are at Amazon. And in this case, we are at the same Amazon, Amazon.com. And finally, lastly but not leastly, is there a word leastly? Okay, now we have. Now we have. The third reason is, Ryan.
The third reason is the show is amazing. So when we gave the word Homeazin, Amazon, amazing, we gave these three words to our creative department. They put them in their big word jumble mix-upinator, and out popped the word Homeazin, and they gave it to us, and they said, there's the name of your show. Marco said, this is brilliant. I said, I'm not sure what I think about the name of the show. And Marco said, too bad. It's the name of our show anyway. We can't change it. The creative department gives us one word. And quite honestly, we've had a ton of fun in the last year plus playing, having fun times playing with the word Homeazin. So when something really great happens on the show, we will say it is Homeazin. And so
Absolutely.
welcome to the show, everyone.
Well, I think I need to have to get a jingle, a welcome jingle. I'm gonna search for it. And by the way, today, stay tuned. Don't leave us, because today we have a new arrival. Literally a new arrival. And so let's start the show. And our creative, well, it was also our finances department came to
Our
us
finance
and
department.
yes, they came to us with some, I don't know, maybe a pile of charts showing us the numbers of the amazing show, and they said to us, really serious, we need to make changes. And I said, okay, I have some changes here in my pocket. Let me, let me throw you some changes. But the thing is, I think it was at the beginning of the year we came with a different show format because we wanted to make this more Amazon friendly. And with that, we came with different sections. And through the show, we're going to run through the sections. And the first section is
New arrivals. You changed that screen.
yes.
New arrivals. Fantastic. Wait, I mean the creative department changed that screen.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
They're finally off their holiday vacation. That creative.
Yeah,
department.
yeah. They got some shame in the face or something. Because we have a saying here in Portugal, but I think because these sayings almost 100% they are untranslatable. So in this section we run through those items that just arrived during the last week to our studio slash office slash house slash camping tent slash tin can. Ryan, what do you have?
We are. Oh, fantastic. All right. I got a couple of comments coming in on my side. Tommy says, Ryan, outstanding items in the carousel today. The Osprey bag is great. We're going to get to that one, Tommy. It's in my wish list items. Fledging spruce is also a must buy. We're going to talk about that as well. And SoFlo, who old friend of the show. Actually, I don't know if SoFlo's old, but SoFlo used to tune into my shows frequently. I think it's been a year ago or so, maybe over a year. He used to tune in when I was fairly consistently streaming in the evenings. And I believe SoFlo is from the Miami area, stopping by the show. He says, well, hello there, buddy. Maybe adjust your mic volume. I tried to turn my mic up a little bit. Is it better now? I don't know. I'm also using my Barracuda X, and I can switch over to a different mic in a minute if the sound really isn't very good. Long time no see. I was saying hello. Yes. Anyhow, fun to have some people stop by the show that have not tuned in a long time. Thanks, SoFlo. I'm sure since you've tuned in last, I've got a TV hanging on the wall back there. The office has got some fancy lights. Things are moving up here. We're living the good life now here in South Dakota. I'm trying to adjust this camera and it's not working so well. It's what you get when you try to adjust things live on the show. Forget it. I'm just gonna leave it. All right. What are we supposed to talk about, Marco? New arrivals.
Absolutely. Right. Do you want me to play again?
Oh man. Oh man. All right. SoFlo says, nice set. Well, thank you. All right. So last week, if you tuned into the show, the Homeazin Show last Friday morning, I made some pretty big apologies because I had a bunch of new items, but they were all outdoor items. I had a grill and a hammock, and they were all in the box. And it was kind of a boring, new stuff. That's all going to change today, let me tell you. Because I got all this new stuff today. All this new stuff this week. I got the Anchor Power Conf portable conference speaker. And I think at some point in the show, Marco and I, we both have one of these. We are going to plug ours in and host part of the show on the Anchor Power Core conference speaker.
Okay.
Should we do it right now, Marco? Are we gonna connect it right now?
Do you want it? Okay, let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So
do
we're gonna get these connected and host the show. But this is the intention for these. If you need to, meet with part of your team and have a little bit of a conference call, it's nice. It comes with a little carrying case for it, so you can easily throw it in your backpack.
Where?
Backpack. In your backpack. I know you love that word.
Absolutely.
Anyhow,
okay,
so
let me.
USB-C on the back. Comes with a cord for it. I think I need to disconnect a few things from mine. I will fully admit it's a nice microphone. It's not a great microphone for hosting a live show, but we're gonna demo this for everyone anyhow. So let me get back to my audio. And now you can tell I'm now speaking through the Anchor PowerCom. And this is what I wanted to say. It has speakers all around it, or not speakers, that's microphones all around.
Yes.
And when you talk, here, I kind of want to put the volume down. When you talk through it, you'll notice over here I'm talking, it lights up in blue on this side because over here these microphones are the ones picking up the sound. If I turn it like this, you'll notice this little corner, these microphones are picking up the sound. I do not know if I can specify only pick up sound from the front or not. I don't know. Do you know that, Marco?
As far as I know, it will. The thing is, and I don't know, I'm facing some challenges here. Let me disconnect and connect again.
We're having some technical difficulties here on the show. It's how it works.
The thing is, let me see, because I think this is having some issues connecting. When you speak, I don't know if you notice, but it has 6 microphones, as you mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can see them here.
Yep, they are around the edge.
Okay, and when you speak, it lights from where he's speaking the sound. I don't know if you noticed that, because I don't know why this is not getting my sound.
It's okay. Mine's working. Can you hear me when I
Yes.
speak through this? Yes. Anyhow, that is what it is. So think you can bring this to a conference meeting, set it in the middle of the table, and everybody there can participate. It also has a speaker on it, so it will play the sound from other participants on the meeting who are in another location. It plays the sound through the speakers on here. But that's the Anchor PowerCom. That was one of the new items that showed up
not
at my
working.
house. Did you get it working, Marco?
It's messing with my computer, so I don't know what's happening here.
SoFlo says going mobile to do a sound test. All right. Another cool thing I got from Anchor this last week. I think I'm going to actually switch myself back to my headphone microphone. I don't really know if it's any better. Now I'm back on my headphone one. But another new item that showed up this week, which is maybe more exciting, is the UV Home Vac H30. So let me open this up. I did previously open this up, but I put it back in the box.
Okay, let me do this.
We're just going to wait very slowly for the bottom of the box to open up. That's really taking a long time. There we go. Woo! Woo! That's a really long time to do that. There you go. This is what this looks like. Totally awesome. I'm going to get the battery in a second. Here is the dust cleaning compartment. Fills up with dust. You can dump that out. Let me pull this off. It comes with a nice standing base right here, which we will demonstrate in just a second after I get everything out of here. Let me see what else is in here. Oh, I got to get the battery out because that'll be useful. Oh, put that in upside down. The battery's in there. Now you can listen to it.
Oh, it's silent.
It's got attachments on it, so I can clean up. It's got lights on the bottom. Anyhow, it also has economy and a max button. Let's switch it to max. Woo!
You're gonna get it swallowed, my friend.
Anyhow, this is the handheld Eufy vac. It comes with a stand here. There are little hooks, I guess you would call these back here. It includes a few screws, so you can put these hooks in the wall and you can hang this whole shelf, this whole rack on the wall. But there you have the little stand for the Eufy H30 home vac. So that showed up. See, I told you this week I was going to be better on the new items than last week. But that's not saying much because last week was really bad as far as new items. All right. I got to keep going, Marco.
Okay.
There's so much today. So much. The PowerCast M300. I also got this, but I don't know if I put this one in my carousel. I did. We're going to switch over to that. Right now, it is right here. Setting right here, the PowerCast M300 microphone. We're going to plug it in. And then I'm probably going to have to go into StreamYard and switch this over to make sure I'm using the power. So now I'm using.
Oh, it's powerful. Yes.
Did it sound better?
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have the powerful microphone. Anyhow, this is the PowerCast M300. It has a mute button on the side right here, and you'll notice. I think you can see the lights. Cool thing. This not a lot of microphones have an indicator to tell you whether you're muted. So when I hit this button, it turned red, and when it turns red, I'm muted.
Yep.
So there it works. So it does that. Plus on the bottom, it's got a button. You can change the bottom color here. Like right now, I think it's solid blue. You can go through some different solid colors. If you press it enough, I think it does like 28 different things on the bottom between solid color, a flashing color. This one looks like it's kind of rotating around in red. But that is the Anchor. What is that? The M300, PowerCast M300. So if you're looking for a microphone, this is one of those things that we talk about, like as live streamers or content creators or even remote workers. A microphone makes a huge difference for you. And I think for the rest of the show, I'm probably going to use the PowerCast M300 microphone anyway. So I'm just going to take this one off. But yeah, and for under $50, you get a pretty good sounding microphone if you want to know what it sounds like without that microphone. So let's just try my regular laptop microphone. Let me see if I can find which one it is. There it is. Now you're on my laptop microphone. So if you do not have any external microphone, this is what you sound like to your remote coworkers. You sound like this. So for $50, under $50, the PowerCast M300 from Anchor makes you sound like this, which you noticed there. The audio was significantly better in that. Hans says, what is the output of that one? So the anyhow, thanks Hans for stopping by. Hans said hello. Sorry, I missed that a little bit ago. Soulflow says loud and clear. The way it outputs, it goes USB-C on this end, Hans, and then when you plug it into your computer, it's the USB-A, the rectangular USB output. So not anything like XLR. I have not gone to XLR microphones and outputs yet. I'm not as fancy as Marco, so I don't. I got more new stuff here to show. I'm gonna pick one more thing to show off here. There's so many new ones in here, but I had like 8 new things. But I'm gonna go to I think my next favorite one. This one is going to become a travel must-have for me. It is the Anker C200 webcam. And I will show you why it's going to become my travel webcam of choice.
Do you want a drum roll?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So before this, let me explain to our audience. This was not rehearsed, okay? But I'm pretty sure this is a spontaneous moment, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to do this amazingly. So
we are. Here is the Anker C200 webcam. This is why this one has become my remote camera of choice, because the shape and size of it, it's very small. And I got another. I have other webcams, but they aren't the same form factor. They're kind of funny shaped and it makes them hard to pack. This one doesn't. It's got a little leg right here that folds out, so then you can put it on the back of a monitor or something like that. The little leg folds up to get out of the way. It does have the privacy cover built right in, so you can see it's red. Now it opens up. You can see the camera. Closed, open. There's just a little slider across the top that you slide back and forth. But that's the C200 camera from Anker. So I did want to highlight this out. Anker sent me some of these products for free to test out. Adam from Anker has been a guest on my show a couple of times, and Anker's kind enough to send me some products to test out. So there we go, but they didn't approve any of the messages or anything like that. We get to say what we want about them. Anyhow, that is the Anker C200. So I'm going to quit with my new products today, Marco, because there was a lot of good ones. So back to you. Back to you.
Okay. And by the way, back to me. I need to say thank you to Desiree Wonders because she's a new follower. So let me do this. Thank you! Thank you, Desiree. So this week I have 3 new arrivals, okay, and they are really nice stuff. So the first one, it's a switcher from T-Smart, a KVM switcher, and what basically this product does, and this could be a really helpful device for you, is that, for instance, if you have a working computer and a gaming computer, or you have a more personal computer and a more professional computer, okay, you can switch from one to the other. Also, you can use up to 2 monitors, okay, so you can have connected at the same time 2 computers and 2 monitors and switching from one to another. Okay. Another good thing is that You don't need to have two keyboards, even though Ryan has 500 keyboards and I don't know, maybe 1000 mouses. With this device, you only need to have one keyboard and one mouse, okay, and then you can switch from one to another. Just well, they have a nice more than one way because you have a remote. Let me show you. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, this is the front, and here it's the switcher. Okay, and in the back, let me change the angle because with this you can see it better. Because when you have more than one camera, one of the things you can do is to use them in different angles to provide a nice view to your viewers. It's not just being here bragging that I have new cameras. I don't know, maybe 2000 cameras. Okay, so here you can connect two displays. Here you can connect the keyboard and the mouse. Here you can connect a USB 2.0 device like a printer, for instance. Here is where you can connect the computer, the PC2, and here the one with a USB A to a USB B to USB A. Okay, it comes with this connector, this remote, so you can switch from device to device. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for the heads up, Tommy. Also, it comes with these cables. This is HDMI to HDMI. These are the cable to connect the monitors. And you can connect a projector as well, as far as it is HDMI. And these are the cables to connect the computers. Okay, so you have on this side you have this USB B, and here it's the HDMI. In this end to connect to the computer, USB A, HDMI. So this could be a really nice thing if, like me, for instance, I have at least 4 computers. Okay, even one it's kind of there abandoned. But this could be, for instance, I use mainly two. One it's this laptop. Okay, so I can connect this laptop and also the desktop I'm using right now, and I'm using 2 monitors. And yes, today I don't have my other wide angle camera connected, so this could be a really nice thing for you. The second item, it's another switcher. This is a little bit different. Because this one allows you to connect up to 4 different computers. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, so here, okay, let me put this a little bit darker because it's so. Okay, this is how it looks. This is the back. Okay, so you only have, in this case, you only have one output. And I thought about this. Let's think about. Are you dancing, Ryan?
Yes, I'm dancing and I'm trying to make some hot cocoa. So I'll just mute myself again. Continue on.
Okay, so as you can see, you have here these 4 computer inputs. Also, you have this audio output. Again, you have here the USB connections for keyboard and mouse. Okay, and also here if you want to plug a printer or something similar. And the thing is, let's think about this situation. You're in a meeting room, okay, and there's 4 people which want to show their projects. There's some nice things to talk about. So all of them, they can connect the computers to this device, okay, and switch instead of going back and forth connecting computer or path go information from pen drive to pen drive, whatever. You can connect at the beginning of the meeting all these machines to this. Also, this is a 4K HDR device, so it will give you nice image. And for instance, you can connect this. I'm gonna make this statement next week. I'm gonna connect my projector, okay, and I'm gonna make some projections in my back through this device. Okay, so this was something that I thought
I
also.
will hold you to that, Marco. We're getting
Okay,
projector next week.
and another thing, as you can tell here, is that it comes with this 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can fix this in a wall or, for instance, in the below the desk, okay, which is nice as well. So this is, and also it comes with cables. One thing, it only comes with 2 connecting cables. I don't know so far. I need to ask to the representative of T Smart if you can buy the cable separately. It makes sense, but I'm gonna ask. So next week, stay tuned. Look how I'm engaging with the audience. This is so professional. So stay tuned, because next week I will tell you if you can buy just the cables, because in this case you can connect up to 4 computers, but it only comes with 2 cables. And the third, the last but not the least item is this really nice, cute, Lamical phone stand. Look how cute this is.
So cute and so nice.
And the thing is, this is where I put my iPhone to control the live. And let me show you one of the things I like. And Lamical also sent me to talk on my live shows. One of the things I like about Lamical is that they have really well designed device. Look, this minimalistic design. Okay, but I think it's really well. This is it's not rugged, but it's something smooth and soft. Okay, so it doesn't scratch your cell phone. Okay, you can tilt it a little bit. Look how awesome this could be. I think this is all made with plastic, but I think it's a nice plastic. And have in mind, yeah, I think you are not bending with this and bouncing. Okay, this is something that you should use carefully. Okay, and it has something that I like. I When we were rehearsing this show 4 hours ago, we made, as usual, we made our rehearse. I showed something to Ryan, so now it's my turn to ask a drum roll to show you something really amazing about this stand. Okay, so as you can tell, it's here in the lower position, and if I press this button, you can put this up. How amazing this could be.
For those of you that are questioning whether or not we rehearse this, we rehearse very little on the show. We did rehearse that before the show started.
Absolutely, because my heart was willing, it was longing to show Ryan this, because I know that sometimes Ryan reacts a little bit difficultly with these surprising situations. I don't want it to have some um, awkward situation during the show, so I needed to tell him, Ryan, pay attention to this, because sometimes your heart it's a little bit weak. So I need to show you this. He took the seat and I showed it, and
True.
yeah, he drank a bottle of water, but now he's okay. So let's keep moving with our show. Oh, look, I made this with the Stream Deck and it worked.
Or you're so good. High quality show here. High quality. Mr. Johnson hit the follow button on my side. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody else for being here. I don't even know if we've highlighted this and called this out. Good morning. Welcome to the Homeazin Show. My name is Ryan. That's Marco over there. I talk a lot about remote work gear, desk chairs, laptops, monitors, keyboards, things like that. Marco talks a lot about content creation, video creation, audio, video, things like that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to jump into the chat and comments and let us know what your questions are. We will do our best to answer them. Even if it's not on the current section we're discussing, we'll jump around and help you. So let us know if you have any questions.
Absolutely. Don't be shy. So I think it's time for us to go to the next section, right?
I think so.
Okay, let's do this. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, we are back.
We made it.
We made it. Ryan.
Hans was asking a few minutes ago about my different web cameras and swapping back and forth. The Anker Power Conf, the C200, it isn't quite as good as the Anker C300 that I'm using, but it's less expensive and it's got a more portable form factor on it. But here I was just going to kind of switch things over for people so that you can see, like, you will notice a difference. The C200 right now, we switched over to the C200. Colors aren't quite as good. There's maybe some settings I could mess around with here in the AnkerWorks software. Let me go see if I can. Yeah, so there are options in there. I don't think I'm going to try to mess with them while I'm live. So I can play with some of the color settings. You'll notice it's not quite as good as the Anker C300, but I like it. And the reason that's going to be a portable take with me option is it's just so easy to fit it into a backpack. There's that word again, Marco. It's just, I like the form factor, the shape and style design of it a little bit better. All right.
Awesome.
So we're going to hop off that back to my regular camera and go to deals of the day. So let's try this for a second. All right. So yesterday on my show, I unveiled one pair of slippers. Today, we've got another pair. The Acorn Men's Mock Slippers. And
I'm jealous.
I bet you are. I was slightly jealous of your cell phone stand. Anyhow, here you got some slippers from Acorn. So Acorn did send me these to test out, and honestly, I'm fairly impressed with these. They're pretty soft. They're pretty comfortable. Here's what you've got. I like the bottom of the slippers is not, the typical cloth that wraps all the way around. They have a sole. It's not a super thick or sturdy sole, but it's nice enough so that if you need to go outside and, go check the mail, go get something outside in your driveway, you can wear these outside. You don't have to worry that you're just going to wear a hole right through the bottom of your slippers. The inside, they call it cloud foam because that's a creative name, makes it sound really soft. They are soft and warm. So there you have it. They are on sale today, $36.71. They could have been in the new items today, but they were also on sale. So they made it in the sale items. As did the next item in here, the Anker Power Strip Cube is right here. This is also a new item that is also on sale. If I can get it out of the box here. If you're looking for a power strip for yourself, it is a cube-shaped design, and it has 1, 2, 3 regular AC outlets on it, plus it has 2 USB-A's and 1 USB-C on there. It has a flat plug-in for the wall, and it shoots off a little bit down at a diagonal angle. But that is from Anchor right there, the Power Extend Cube. It also includes a piece of double-sided adhesive that you can put here. So you could stick this on top of your desk if you wanted, or under your desk if you wanted it to be a little out of the way. But that's from Anchor. $24.99 is the sale price on that. The last item in my list of sale items is one I do not have yet. Tommy says, I think a very helpful demo sometime would be how to clean the slippers. That would be a good demo. I don't know how to do that yet. You know what? I bet you could just run these through the washing machine, to be totally honest. Let me see if it tells me on the tag anywhere. I bet you could. Maybe when Marco talks about his, maybe I'll see if it tells me on any of the little documentation that came with it. I'll take a look. But yeah, I think my guess is you can probably just run those through the wash machine. But the last sale item I had was the Tozo T9s. I do not have those with me. I ordered them yesterday morning because my daughter needed a new pair of earbuds. So $22.99 for the Tozo T9s. I've been following them for, I don't know, a month or so, waiting for the price to go back down to $22.99. And it took about a month, but they got back to that sale point. So there you go. If you're interested in some wireless earbuds, the Tozo T9s are, I think they're the newest design in the Tozo brand of headphones. So picking up a pair of those. Those are the 3 sale items I wanted to highlight today, Marco.
Okay, perfect. So now it's my turn. And thank you so much, Tommy, for the heads up. So the T-Smart switcher, KVM switcher, it's in a deal. You will save, you have let me check, a $12 coupon. If you buy 2 stands like this, you will get a 5% coupon as well. And believe me, this is really nice. Also, I forgot to say that it has also this soft base, so it doesn't scratch your desk or slide. Okay. Also, let me highlight, because I think they are here, and Lamico. I'm turning in a huge fan of Lamico. They have these 2. Let me show you these laptop stands, which are, this one it's silver, the other one it's gray. Both are in you'll get coupon codes, really nice ones. Okay, I think this, let me check if this is working, because sometimes with promo codes I mess a little bit.
Promo codes are hard to get correct. Amazon's gotten better recently with them.
Just let me check. Okay, promo codes. Okay, I think now. Okay, right now I think it's highlighted. Let me check. Yes, it is. Woohoo! Nice. So it's a really nice, and again, this is something that I like about Lamical, is the minimalist design. They do things. Okay, you have this rugged bar, so it doesn't scratch your laptop. Okay, here it's rugged as well, and here as well, this 4 foot, whatever, in the base. And something that I like is the way this swivels. I think it's the right way to say it, swivel, because you can turn this around 360 degrees. Okay, so for instance, you're working on your desk. Let me change the camera angle because I can do that. So you're working on your desk, and there's Ryan. Let's pretend Ryan is by my side, and I want to show you something.
Let's do that.
I want to show Ryan some nice meme I find. So, okay, let me this. Okay, so I'm seeing in internet. So I saw a nice GIF. Someone falling, and look, Ryan, I want to show you something. I just need to turn around this. Okay, look. And that's really practical. Okay, so I'm working here. Oh, Ryan, look this. What do you think about this idea to the name of the show?
I
Oh, and Ryan, oh, I love
Fantastic
that. Oh,
idea.
you're
Fantastic.
amazing, Marco. Oh my God, you're awesome. And then I type some. I make. So this is really nice. Okay, and you can turn around. If, for instance, if there's no much entertainment in your life, you can spend the whole day turning this around. This could be something that you may want to do. Okay, twisting.
The whole day.
Yeah, the whole day. So this is another deal. Okay, let me just run through because I think most of the I think I have some more deals on my carousel. Also, my turntable record player, it's in a deal as well. You will save $10. It's over there. It's a really nice turntable. It has the most standard speeds when we talk about record players: 32, 45, and 72 rotations per minute. Okay. Also, it has built-in speakers, as you can tell here, one, another there. You can connect an aux cable. Okay, so for instance, if you have a Walkman, which everybody does, maybe if you're a millennial, you may be wondering what the heck is a Walkman. Okay, Walkman was a device that Ryan and I we used when we had 20s, teens, teenagers, which we put something rectangular inside there, call it cassette.
This is your history lesson, folks.
Yes, and there's something that I want to let me see if I have here a pencil, a proper pencil, because I don't know about you, but when the tape came out, do you know that the tape goes crazy, and we used to use a pencil to put it back inside again. Did you have that technique as well?
I will say I tried that technique. I never had a whole lot of luck. So inside the cassette they had this long strip of tape, and sometimes
Yep.
it would get pulled out of the cassette and you could wind it back up. Uh, I had a tendency to pull it out a little too far, and
Okay.
I never succeeded in winding it back up.
Okay. So getting back to the record player, also you can connect a Bluetooth device. For instance, you can connect your cell phone, and for instance, you can listen your favorite Spotify or Amazon Music songs through the record player. And also, you can, even though it has speakers, it has in the back outside speakers connector. So if you want to have more fancy speakers, you can do that as well. And let me see the last item. Oh, this portable monitor from KYY. Really nice one. This could be nice, for instance, for Ryan's audience, because you are remote workers, and one of the things you may want is to work with more than one screen. This could be nice. So carrying this, it's thin, as you can tell. This is 15.6 inches monitor. Okay, it has this cover, which is also a stand, which you can fold, and let me show you, because the good thing about having lots of cameras is that you can show different angles. Okay, I don't keep my cameras on boxes as someone else. So you can use it like this. Let me show, let me, as you can tell, okay, this is really practical, and you can, once you're done, And this is magnetic, look. Okay, nice one. It has here the connections. USB-C, USB full power, full function, and also HDMI. And in this side you have the power button. Also you can connect here 3.5 millimeter jack for headphones, and you have here the menu button. Also, this is a 1080p, good enough image, so this could be a nice way, and it's in a deal as well. You will save $30. Okay, so I think I'm good for now. I think we can go. Whoops.
Hey, what's
Okay,
the next section in the carousel? Or like
Why?
in our sections of the show?
Favorite.
I'm going to request that we switch and let's do wish list items.
Okay, let's do the wish list item.
Let's do that.
Okay. So after spending the whole week in conversations we are with our creative department and also our carousel department, we came to change in our show, in the lineup of our show. Oh my God. Tommy is saying that it has a $20 coupon besides the $30 discount. Oh my God. Tommy is the... I don't know if you ever saw those guys, the Mythbusters.
Yes.
But Tommy, it's the Deal Buster.
Wow. Yeah, so those of you that are over on Marco's side, that portable KYY monitor, I have, I think, I don't know if I have that exact one or one very, very similar to it.
I think it's a little bit different, yes.
I think I have last year's model or something like that. But those portable monitors are great, and you're right, that extra $20 off makes it $149. That is a great price on a portable monitor. So
absolutely
good find there, Tommy.
So now it's time to talk about those products that we wish Santa Claus will put it underneath the Christmas tree next Easter. Ryan, what do you have?
Right. Okay. I have three things in my wish list today. The first one is the HP Laserjet M110 wireless printer. I'm interested in trying to get a laser printer just to test it out. I've never had one. I've heard great things about them. This one is just black and white, the M110. Here's what you get with laser printers. You can print a whole lot more without having to get ink all the time. So you may pay and even this one, you don't even pay a whole lot more for the printer. It's just nice. You don't have to get ink as often. And so that's what has my interest in a Laserjet printer from HP. So that's the M110 is the top item on my list of wish list items. The next item is the Osprey ultralight padded organizer. And I have a little bit to say about this. Got to get back into my live stream on the iPad so that I can, or the iPod, so that I can highlight the correct item. It's an Osprey bag that you can use to pack items in. And a couple weeks ago, I was doing a show where I filled my backpack with a number of different items that I would take on a trip or a business trip with me. So I packed up my bag with stuff, and I wished I had some bit of a bag to put a few things in before I put it in my bag. Tommy out there said Osprey makes a small ultralight, padded organizer that might be good for you to put your microphone in before you put it in your backpack. So that's where the Osprey came in. So that's on my wish list of items. Actually, I have 4 items in my wish list. My bird seed that I got, earlier in the year is almost out. And so I'm going to have to order myself some new bird seed. And I was looking at this Wagner's Deluxe Wild Bird Food out here. Might be a good choice. I just need to try something a little bit different. There was nothing wrong with the one I ordered before. It was pretty heavy on the sunflower seeds. And I don't think the birds loved the sunflower seeds because I kind of always left them in the bird feeder. So I decided maybe I'll try something different. This one out here looks like it's kind of heavy on the safflower seeds, maybe, I think. But it's a different type of bird food, and I'm going to try a few over the summer months just to see which one I like better. The last item that made it into my wish list items, Dreo has a 42-inch, so that's a pretty tall tower fan that you can connect and control with a smart app. I would guess you can probably control it with my Echo Frame glasses as well, but that's from Dreo. I have one of Dreo's heaters, and I've been happy with that. The heater I have isn't a smart heater, so I'll be interested to try a smart product from them. But the Dreo 42-inch smart tower fan is the other wish list item I have today. Tommy says Osprey makes great products. I have 6 bags from them. Yes, and I know Tommy has recommended Osprey things to me a number of times. So thanks, everybody. Let's send it back to Marco over there and see what he's got.
Okay. So this week, I think I didn't change anything on my wish list because nothing is arriving from the wish list. So I'm not changing it. So the first thing is this Rodecaster Pro, this mixer audio interface, which is a really nice one. So I can connect up to 4 microphones, XLR microphone, or instruments as far as they are XLR. Okay, for instance, you can connect there a microphone and also a guitar or something. And this is a nice option if you want to make your audio go to the next level, or whichever it is. Also, you have some sampler buttons, so you can set some of the buttons that you can set for sound effects, audio tracks, or something. Let's think you have a podcast, okay, and you want to play background music while you're recording. So you can hit the button and this will play the music. Also, for instance, Ryan and I, we are doing a podcast remotely because I don't like, even though it's close to mine, I don't like to go to Ryan's house. And it's hard to park. No sound, Ryan.
Oh,
okay. Now
I have sound again. I wasn't saying anything important anyway, so we didn't miss anything.
So the Rodecaster Pro, it's one of the standards when we talk about podcasting and this live streaming audio side. The other device which is on my wish list is this Blackmagic Atom Mini. It's a device where you can, besides you can connect HD normal cameras like DSLR, mirrorless, or camcorders, which tend to be HDMI cameras, okay? You can't connect them directly to your computer, okay? They are not those kind of USB cameras. Besides that, besides doing this job of a video capture card, which is nice, because, for instance, in this case, you can connect up to 4 cameras. And for instance, if you have to buy 4 video capture cards like the one I used, which is the HD60S from Elgato, which is around $200. Okay, if I had to buy 4, I need to spend $800, and with this you pay almost around half of that. But besides that, it allows you to switch cameras. Okay, right now I'm switching. When I do this, I'm using the Stream Deck from Elgato. Oh, nice. Okay, through OBS. So instead of having all this workaround, you can do this directly with the Blackmagic Atom Mini. Okay, so I think this was the last. Yes, it was the last item on my wish list, so we can move forward. Which one do you want to go now? Favorites?
No, I brought this up because we usually at the end of the show, there's a couple sections that we don't always get to. And wish list is one that we always have to rush through. And what else do we usually do last?
What do you have in the carousel?
I have all of them set. Let's go to surprising products.
Okay. In this section, we talk about those products that we bought, and when we tried them, we said, oh my God, this is even better than I thought. Ryan, what do you have?
All right, so I dug deep to find 3 surprising products today because I got a lot of products, and these are the 3 I want to talk about. First up, the spruce from Fledging. Oh, and Marco, I forgot to send a message to get you in touch with Fledging, but you can send me some nasty gram messages on LinkedIn, and I will get that email sent. Anyhow, Fledging Spruce, new company, had their CEO as a guest on my show for a while. It allows you to wirelessly charge your phone if you've got a wireless charging phone. Plus, you can charge 3 with the USB-C and 1 with the USB-A, so you can charge up to 5 devices. It does send a massive amount of power through this. The power cord plug-in looks like the power cord plug-in. It's like that in the back, and it is, here's what it plugs into the wall with. They were intentional on this because if you live in a different country, such as Marco, where your plug-in looks different than the United States plug-in, US has 110 volt outlets. I think in Europe they do 220.
220, yes.
220 outlets. So you can use the same Fledging. You just need a different outlet cord to connect there. Anyhow, this is one of my surprising products because it's just really cool. I know Tommy has one of these as well. And Tommy also said, if you go out there right now, there is a $25 coupon code on it. And a lot of times people are like, $124.99 with the $25 coupon right now. It's $99.99. People say, isn't that kind of expensive for a charger? Maybe, but think of what do you pay for, each of those little charging bricks that you plug into the wall, and it's got one USB-C or one USB-A port on it. You might pay 20, 30, 40 bucks for those, and they'll only do 30 watts for you. This does 100 watts. Plus, this one is smart enough. It doesn't really matter what kind of device that you have or that you want to charge. Maybe you're going to charge a headset. Maybe you're going to charge a phone. It is smart enough inside. It knows how much power to send out to each of your devices. So you can even charge laptops and things like that on this. But that's really cool because let's be honest, most of us don't know how many watts of output we need for my phone, how many watts I need for my headset, how many watts I need for my laptop. We don't know. Just get a spruce, charge them, plug them in. It takes care of the rest. And $25 coupon is a big deal out there. Tommy says he has 2 of them. Yeah. So that's surprising product number 1. Just really happy. I got one of those. They're kind of cool. Frank Calderon. First of all, Frank, did I say your last name correctly? Frank Calderon. Hit the follow button. And thanks so much for stopping by and hitting the follow button. Now I need to go on to Also, Frank, let us know if you have any questions on kind of anything we're talking about or really anything else. Tommy says, I really like the wireless charging with the spruce. Unfortunately, I don't have a wireless charging phone currently, so I don't even get to use that feature of it. But I like the spruce so much, maybe I'm just going to buy a phone that wirelessly charges so that I can use it. All right, next up, the backpack. Something rather simple that I maybe didn't think I was going to like quite as much as I do, but very simple. Cost of the laptop backpack. Oh, I can take the old laptop out of there. But here, it's a laptop backpack. It's got a slot for your up to a 15-inch laptop in it. It does have a little mesh netting in here if you wanted to put something else and hold that back. Plus, there's plenty of space inside here to hold books or notebooks or whatever you would like. It does have a USB charging port on the outside. It is water resistant, so you can wear it in the rain and you're going to be okay. I'm not sure I would recommend throwing it in the lake, but it is water resistant. It's going to keep things in there dry. It's got a lot of, those extra compartments. I've had backpacks before. A couple of years ago, I went out to get a backpack, and I bought one, and it didn't have all these, special compartments in here, and an extra slot in here, and a little slot over here, and a place for your pens. I've got a Rocketbook notebook in here. It's got another pocket up in the front. So, I got a portable charger in there. I just got a lot of things in my backpack. It does also have water bottle holders on each side of it. And here on the back, it has shoulder pads so that this is going to be a little more comfortable behind your back, and padding on the shoulder straps. There is a lower lumbar pad as well. And behind this, there's a secret compartment right back here. And I think I have some hot cocoa stored in that secret compartment in case you ever happen to be somewhere and you're like, I really need some hot cocoa. So there's your answer to your question, Tommy. Also, it has a strap here. So if you're going on a trip and you're taking some luggage and you have one of those roll bag or those suitcases on wheels, this allows you to slide the handle right up through there, and this will stay on your suitcase. So that is surprising product number 2. Really, I've been happy with this one. A number of other viewers of the show, friends of the show, have purchased this over the last year or so. Tommy says, I have a phone and a tablet that use the wireless charging. What kind of tablet do you have, Tommy, that does wireless charging? I didn't know tablets did that. All right. Then here was my other surprising item, that this one is kind of overdue. The Amazon Fire 10 HD tablet. Is that the one that they ordered for you, or that you purchased and it showed up in an empty box? Did they send you another one? Anyhow, on to surprising products. So this is probably long overdue on the show. This is the Braun Series 3. Tommy says, yeah, it's the one. So they must have got you the correct one. This is the Braun Series 3. Right before Thanksgiving last year, I did a shave off. I tried the Braun Series 3 and the Philips Norelco 3800 because they were both roughly the same price at the time. I guess right now it's $59.99. This one's $79.99. I think this one was maybe on sale when we did this. So I shaved half of my face with the Braun Series 3, shaved half of my face with the Philips Norelco, and then I compared which one gave me a closer shave. I was very surprised to find out that the Braun gave me a closer shave and a smoother shave than the Philips Norelco. So that's why I put that into my surprising products of the day. I will also say, like with the Braun Series 3, I also have the Series 7 here, which is on sale for $114.99. If you can get your budget to the Series 7 Braun, it's absolutely worth it. They're just great razors. But if your budget is $59.99, that's all you can spend. The Braun Series 3, it's a nice razor. It is really good. I don't get much shave irritation at all to speak of with it. And what else am I going to say? Oh, all three of them are wet dry razors, meaning you could use them in the shower, out of the shower, with shave gel, without shave gel, however you want to do that. So those are my surprising items of the day. Tommy says the Fire HD 10 Plus tablet, the 10.1 inch. All right, I'll maybe take a look at that. Also, I was going to say, Tommy, you asked about the slippers. It says you can machine wash them cold. So it says wash them, send them through the wash machine cold, and then air dry them. Do not put them in the dryer, is what they suggest. So that's how you keep those slippers clean. Anyhow, back to you, Mr. Marco. Back to you.
Thank you. So it's my time, my turn. And this is one of the surprising items, this Shure MV7, an amazing microphone. And it's sounding good, right?
It does sound good.
Perfect. So if you want to compare this microphone, this is kind of the big brother, this is the youngest brother. They look a little bit similar, they sound a little bit similar as well, but the thing is, this is good if you want to have a pretty good sounding microphone, but without spending the same amount of money. Because, for instance, when you buy the Shure SM7B, okay, you will get an amazing microphone. But besides the microphone, which is around $400, you need to buy XLR cable, audio interface. So at the end of the day, you will spend at least around $600. Okay, with the MV7, you will get a pretty awesome sound. It comes with these two USB cables because this is a hybrid microphone. You can use it USB. Okay, this is not his right cable. I'm just using this one because it's shorter. Okay, this one it's a little bit long. As you can tell in the back, it has also the XLR connection. Okay, it has this 3.5 millimeter headphone output, which could be nice if you want to listen how you're sounding. Also, it has this touch control where you can adjust the gain of the microphone, the level of the monitoring, and also mute and mute the microphone. You just need to press this here. Now I'm unmuted, and as I think you can see that these LED lights, they are green because
Yes.
they are showing me that I'm more. It's the gain which is here. If I want to switch and adjust the level of the headphones, I need to press a button which is here, and this will turn the lights to orange. I think maybe you can see that this is orange right now. And so you can adjust here the gain. It's just sliding. And I think you can tell the gain it's going down. Now it's going up. This is also a dynamic microphone. And I'm more fan of dynamic microphones. And this could be probably the best option for you. Even though we see, if maybe you don't know it, we see more often condenser microphones because they are more common. The thing is about condenser microphones is that they are more sensitive and more open to grab sound. Okay, which means, okay, they have a more detailed sound. Yes, they are more sensitive, so you will get a more detailed sound, a more crystal clear, uh, most of the times. But the thing is, if you're working in an environment which has is not treated, has other people talking, you go to the keyboard, it will grab everything. In this case, I'm using a dynamic microphone. And for instance, if I just move around a little bit like this, I'm pretty sure that you're not listening to me the same way.
Yeah, we can barely hear you when you're just that far away from the mic.
Which means that, for instance, I can, hopefully, this will work. I'm clicking in the mouse. Can you hear it?
No.
I'm going to type in the keyboard. Okay, I'm going to change the camera angle so you can be sure that I'm actually. Can you hear it?
We cannot hear that. So for a little bit of a comparison, I'm using a condenser microphone, not a dynamic. And I'm guessing right now I'm clicking my keyboard.
We can hear it.
You can hear them. And so like that's some of the difference you get with different types of microphones.
So in the with dynamic microphones, I'm not the right because I don't have this audio engineering background, but you will get when you have dynamic microphones, you will get a more polished sound. You don't have the same amount of detail. You don't. Yes, you won't. But in the good side is that those unwanted noises like a fan in the ceiling or something, they were are not going to the microphone. Okay, so you should have that in mind as well. Second surprising item is this PowerConf C300 camera from Anchor. Okay, this is a pretty nice camera, and the things that I want to highlight about this camera, besides having a nice privacy cover, I think, but the things I like about this camera, and let me show you. This is how it looks. It has a pretty nice image. It has a software called Anchor Work, which will allow you to manage all these things. You can change the framing. For instance, right now it's following me. Look how crazy this could be. Okay. For instance, if you use this camera for online meetings or online trainings, this could be really helpful. For instance, if you need to go to a whiteboard or something, or a flip chart to explain something, the camera will follow you at some point, and with that, you can change the place where are you located, and it will follow. Okay, if you go, it doesn't make uh, 360-degree changes, but some extent it will move. And a nice thing as well is the low light situation behavior. I'm going to turn off my lights, and I'm almost sure that you won't be noticing, and you're saying, oh, this guy is joking. Okay, I think you know this a little bit. But right now, I'm going to put side by side my main camera, which is a DSLR camera, with this Anchor, and I'm pretty sure that you can tell the difference. So as you can see, and I don't know why the camera it's messing all the time. So okay, Gina, it's asking if we are amazing, and I think the whole world agrees
What
that
kind of
we are.
question is that, Gina? Obviously.
Absolutely. So this is the difference. So I think for me, these are the two main nice things. Oh, even though, okay, I think it has a pretty nice image as well, AI based, so it adjusts the colors and the exposure. in automatically, which could be helpful for you. Even though I would love to have some control over that, but the thing is, the low light working and this following thing for me, it's a big and nice thing about this surprising camera. Let me turn the lights off on again. I'm back. So these are the two surprising items that I wanted to talk about today. And welcome, Gina, by the way.
Yes, Gina stopping by. Always fun to have Gina stop by the show. Gina is another live streamer out here, and when she stops by my shows in the morning, she has a tendency to derail me quite a bit, send me down a different path.
Okay,
But that's fun sometimes.
wait, Ryan, if you don't mind, because Gina said that she was waiting for the announcement, her announcement. So let's do the announcement as it has to be.
Oh, okay.
So for all of you, a round of applause because we have Gina in the house.
Yes.
And let me share this information. I don't know, Gina, if it's your case, but here in Portugal, Gina tend to be the shortest way to say Virginia. Another educational moment.
Hey, we're learning. And also Gina Capone is also the granddaughter of the great mobster Al Capone. So just to make everybody clear, don't mess with Gina. Actually, I don't think she's at all related to Al Capone, but it sounds intimidating if you say you are.
I don't have a shooting sound effect. Oh my god.
That's probably good. Amazon doesn't want guns on Amazon Live. We don't want shooting and killing.
Okay, perfect.
Gina says yes. Thank you to my royal subjects. I'm just Gina, short for Gina. Hey,
Okay,
that's
perfect.
okay.
So let's move on to the next. Which section do you want next?
Let's go back to our favorites.
Okay. So in this section, we talk about our favorite items, those products which, if we go to a desert island, we want to take them on our backpacks, right?
Wow, Marco changed this a little bit. I didn't know this was we're gonna get stranded on a desert island. What would we bring with us? Maybe we should. So, you know what, Marco? We should consider like 1 week, just adding a segment. Not every week, but 1 week. We should say if there were 3 items you could take on a deserted island with you, what 3 items would they be?
Okay, that could be 2 sticks to make fire.
I don't know what we would bring. I don't know about you, but I am in no way an expert on surviving on a stranded island. So I don't know. The items I bring may be somewhat entertaining. I think I would last about 8 hours, and then I would get eaten by the lizards
crabs.
And
some crabs will eat you.
Yeah, I think I would die
Killer
on the
crabs.
island. Anyhow, when we were talking about microphones, the Anchor one that I have, Tommy just highlighted that it does have a $5 coupon on it, so you can pick up on that, a little bit of extra savings on that as well. Now we're going to get into my favorites. This one's been my favorite for a while. Down here, I have the HP 4155E printer, and what I would say about that is it was so easy to set up, which is why it became my favorite. It had super simple setup with it. It works great. It has a full, you can open up the top. It's got a full flatbed scanner, underneath it. You can also feed paper through the top, and it will pull it through and copy and scan it. So that HP 4155 is my favorite printer right now. Tommy said, yeah, we probably would need to check with Survival Mike. Survival Mike would have much better tips on how to survive on a stranded island by himself. I would not. I just tell you all out there, if you had to pick one person to be stranded on an island with, don't pick me either. I would not help to keep you alive or survive. We would both perish very quickly. But you would get to hang out with my amazingly charming personality, and I would make jokes until we got eaten by the crabs. So
okay, you were the entertainer, the other one was the worker.
Yes.
Awesome.
That would be the plan. Hold on. I got to get back to what I was talking about. Oh, next up, my favorite mouse. And I do need to switch this back so that I'm using my favorite mouse instead of my second favorite mouse on the show. But this is the MX Master 3 mouse right here. If you have a larger hand, like I do, I've got a fairly large hand, that is the MX Master 3 mouse. And a couple of features I would explain to you about the mouse here. It's got it's your regular 2-button scroll wheel mouse on top, but it has a button right here. You can press that. And what that does is it controls the functionality or the operation of the scroll wheel. So like right now, there's no notches in there. It's really, really smooth, ultra fast scrolling. You can get that scroll wheel ball spinning super fast. If you press the button, then the scroll wheel moves as if there was little gears or notches in it. So it goes bump, bump, bump. And some people like to have just a little bit more control of how far they're scrolling. So it gives you the ability to do that. On the side over here, where your thumb goes. So this was surprising to me. I did not think I was going to like the side over here where you rest your thumb, but I really like it. It's got 2 buttons over there that you can press. This one, by default, it's like forward and backward when you're browsing the internet. So that's what those are for. You can hotkey connect those to a couple of other different features inside the Logitech software. Tommy says, is there software to download with the Logitech MX? Yes, it's not Logitech MX. I think it's maybe Logitech. I don't know. There's Logitech G Hub, which is for some things. This one uses Logitech. The MX stuff uses Logitech options, and that's where you can go in and you can change. You want these buttons to correspond to some different functionality. You can do that via Logitech options. And then this scroll wheel, I have no idea if this is a feature on any other mice that are out there, but it is a horizontal scroll wheel. So this scroll wheel allows you to scroll up and down on a web page. This one allows you to scroll horizontally. So there are not tons of things on the web that scroll horizontally left and right, but like the carousels underneath Marco and I, depending on what type of device you're watching from, it does scroll left and right. So you can use this scroll wheel to zip through those products in the carousel. And there are other places on the internet where there's horizontal scroll. I think when you read a book, you can horizontal scroll page to page instead of up and down a page. So there are uses for it. It's kind of cool that way. Tommy says, so you need software for the full functionality of the mouse. If you want to change the default functionality, yes, you need to use the software. But without installing the software, I mean, just plugging this in and getting it to work, you get forward, backward, horizontal scroll, vertical scroll, press this button, notched, bumped vertical scroll, then, your regular left and right mouse clicks. So you don't have to use the software if you don't want to. It does charge via USB-C. I don't know how long it stays charged. I don't have a problem with it. I charge it every few weeks, and I've never had it run out. So the charge lasts long enough to work. But that's my favorite mouse, the MX Master. And I guess I'm putting it back inside the box. What was my other item? Oh, my other favorite, the Logitech MX Keys Mini, which pairs very, very well with the MX Master. Or like right now, I have mine paired with the MX Anywhere, which is a little bit smaller mouse, a little bit more traditional 2-button scroll wheel mouse. Also a nice mouse, but I think I like the Master better than the MX Anywhere. Anyhow, this is your Logitech MX Keys Mini keyboard. I like it because I do not have a huge desk in front of me, and I prefer not to have the extra number pad, arrow keys over here. The arrow keys get folded down and brought right under here, so you still have the arrow keys, but you don't have this extra section over here that, oftentimes there's shift, page forward, page up. Some of those buttons right over here gets rid of those and gets rid of the number pad. And it doesn't have any extra. Oftentimes there's like home, press this button to open the calculator, press this button to open the internet. It gets rid of those and makes your keyboard just a little bit smaller form factor. The actual keys are not any closer together. The keyboard just left off the right and the top. And that's the MX Keys Mini. Great keyboard. So those are some of my favorites. And you can also control some of this functionality within MX options as well. Tommy says the MX keyboard also comes in light gray and rose colors. I did not know that. That must be new, because I don't. Maybe it's not new. I think it is, though. Anyhow, all of these MX products you can pair with up to 3 different Bluetooth devices. So I can connect mine to the TV, press the button 2 right there. You get a message right there on the TV that says the MX is now connected to the TV. Press the button 1, it says now the MX is disconnected because it's now connected to my laptop again. So anyhow, those are the keyboard mouse, sort of my favorite keyboard mouse combo, and my favorite printer. Whew. Let's get back. What are Marco's favorite items? Let's hear about it, Marco.
Okay, so this week I have to talk about my Stream Deck XL. This is an awesome device. I can't stress enough how much I love this. So if I need to go to a desert island, I would use for sure the Stream Deck. I will set a key to fish, another one to pick cocos, another one. So let me show you the device. So this is how it looks. Okay. Let me see. This is the look. This is a new version. So before they were a little bit like this. Okay. Oh my god, I have some crazy cables. So it was like this. This one is a 15 key. And the thing is, to make things clear about my Stream Deck passion, I bought this one and I was a little bit skeptical about Stream Deck. I thought, oh, I don't believe this is as good as people trying to make it, but it is. After I got the Stream Deck, the XL, I bought this one. I think it was maybe July last year, and so last month I bought this XL because this one started to be a little bit short for me. Okay, so this is how it looks. You can use it like this, okay, in a full range hardware, or you can remove it, okay, and you can use it like this. It has as well this bases here, this little foot. Okay, it connects here with a USB-C cable, and then you can put it here, and this will fix in a magnetic way. Okay, So this is for those of you Ryan followers, viewers. This could be an awesome yes, and Tommy is also a rating buster. He's saying that has 93% 5-star rating on Amazon page because as I mentioned, I was a little bit at the beginning. I didn't thought that Stream Deck was that powerful, but it is because okay, this could be a nice device for content creators, for podcasters, live streamers, video recorders, or also for people who works with photograph, video editing. This could be nice because you can use hotkeys within, so you can do those. You can accelerate those tasks that you need to do often with the keyboard, those two keys that with this you can hit just one key. Also you can automate text. For instance, one of the things I made before starting the show was the description of my, because I have a description when on my Facebook live shows and also LinkedIn and blah blah blah. There's this block text that goes all the time. So what I made, I put that text block on Stream Deck. Okay, I set it those keys with text blocks up to 500 characters, and when I press that button, this the text block will be populated with that text. Also, you can use this with StreamYard. Let me show you. I'm gonna make some changes here with on StreamYard through this. I'm using Stream Deck. Let me do this so you can see that I'm actually using it. Hopefully this will work. So there you go. Now I'm gonna back to Stream Deck, StreamYard by the way, and as you can see, I'm changing the layout with this. Also, these sound effects that usually I play, they come from here. Come on, Ryan, stop laughing. now, now it will be me laughing. Okay. Also, so this is a really useful. Also, you can sync this with YouTube, Twitter. Uh, there's a software to control this, the Stream Deck. And one thing that happened when I plugged this XL version was that the software asked, "Do you want to copy the settings from the Stream Deck 15 key to this one?" I said yes, and then I just needed to make some adjustments. So from the same software, you can control both Stream Decks. It you have lots of plugins there that you can use, sound effects, background musics, almost handless possibilities. So this is a nice thing. Also, I want to talk about my new cell phone, this Xiaomi ME11 Lite NE 5G. Okay, I just discovered after I bought it that I at my house in the countryside I have 5G. Woohoo! Which is awesome. Okay, let me show you in detail. Some things that I want to highlight about it is it comes with a fast charging. Okay, so it charges from around 20%. Usually I start charging at 20% when I get the notification, up to 80-90%, and it takes around 30 to 40 minutes, really fast. Also, it comes with this case, so you don't make as I made. don't buy a case. In fact, in case you like this case, you have it. Okay. Really nice camera. This is something that I liked about this cell phone as well. For 5G, so it's fast. Nice camera, charging fast, works fast. Okay, it's really fast as well. Has a nice memory. So this could be a nice, and it's not expensive. So this could be a nice option for you if you're looking to a nice cell phone without breaking the bank. So these are my two favorite items this week. Any question, Ryan? Something?
I do. Does your phone charge wirelessly?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
charge with charging cable that with the charger they I'm honest, I didn't make this research about it because I don't have any wireless charging device. So I don't know, but probably yes.
Well, just if we don't know, go with yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
And
right.
the funny thing about this, my cell phone and internet provider sent me a message. Look, we have these deals on cell phone, 5G cell phones. I went there and I saw this one. This one looks nice. Let me see how much it is on Amazon, and I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can often save some money if you buy the phones off of Amazon. Yeah, you can save a little bit of money that way.
Yeah, it was a nice deal. Let's move forward because time is running. Which section do you want now?
It's always up to me. I think. What do we have? We have the value section. Is probably what we should. So we only have two left. I think we have value, or you get
And
more than what you
do
pay
you have in
for.
the wish list in the carousel?
Yeah, and then pick what's in the carousel. Let's do the value stuff first.
I don't know where it is.
We lost
Oh,
it.
yes, it's here. Sorry.
More than what you pay for. I don't remember.
Yeah. In this section, we talk about products that you will get more than you pay. So, which means that you will be paying something, but at the end, you wouldn't bother if the product was a little bit more expensive. Ryan, what do you have, my friend?
Here's what I go with, and it's not this. It's the entire box. So I bought, instead of just buying one of these, I want to say you'll pay like $8 for one ream of 500 sheets of paper. But if you buy the box, and I think the box is buried somewhere else, it comes with 8 of these reams of paper for $35. So you end up getting each ream for a less cost per chunk of paper. Reason I did that is I don't know that I'm going to need for a total of 4,000 sheets of paper in the next month or two, but I'm not going to have to buy paper for a year or two because I just bought a big box of it. And so there you go. Hammer Mill copy paper. Hammer Mill does a great job with their paper. They also claim that it's 99% jam free. So I guess time will tell about that. Tommy, who's one of the friends of the show here, he has been raving about how good the Hammer Mill paper was, and so I went out and looked at some prices, and the one that's highlighted in my carousel, the 4,000 sheets, that's the one that I found was the best. You get the most paper for the least cost on that one. So even if you don't print a lot, so at my house, a lot of the paper we use will end up my kids like to draw on it, write letters, just doodle, play on the paper, or paper airplanes are pretty popular at my house as well. So either of those things, even if you're not just printing things, it's nice to have paper at your house. So that was one. The Flash Furniture chair, I have the black version. The blue one highlighted in my carousel is on sale for $115. It's a great buy at that price. So if you can convince yourself that you're okay having a blue chair instead of a black chair, I think that's a great choice. And the Shark, yeah, we're gonna go with that. The Shark cordless wand vac is on sale today for $199. So a great option on a vacuum, especially if you're looking for. I love the handheld portion of this one. Got a button to turn it on here. There's a trigger underneath that gives it extra power. But it's a great vacuum. You can use it for.
Ryan, can you put it close to my? No, no. Yeah, play it. Put it to work now.
Yep. We sucked Marco right up. There we go. That was, you got to see that here first, folks. That was the first time we've ever sucked anyone into a vacuum on Amazon Live. First time. So we got that. Anyhow, that is from Shark. It does have the bottom base here, swivels all different directions, but that is the 3 value items for me today. Back to you, Mr. Marco. What do you got in the get more than what you pay for section?
Okay, so there's two main things that you can have this kind of products. One is because it's more short-term thing, so you get something that is really nice and it has a better value or more value than the price you paid. And the other thing is in the long term that something lasts so long that at the end of the day it was a really nice deal for you. And today the two items I will talk about, they lay in this category. One is the Logitech C920, and I bought both at the same time. So both of them, they have 7 years old. Okay. So this is the camera I'm using right now. This is the camera, the C920. As you can see, it has a really nice image. 7 years, still working. So the thing is about this, and you should consider this as well. When you buy something, you should think, how can, once I want to upgrade it, can I reuse it in other way, in other situation? And so I had this camera. One day I decided, because Canon allowed me with the software to use my DSLR camera as my main camera, which I'm actually using right now. Then I thought, how can I reuse this camera, the C920, because it works, it's still working. And so this is, and okay, yes, let me say this. I'm a huge Logitech fan, and I think I'm not the only one in the Homeazin Show. I think the other half of the Homeazin Show is also a Logitech fan. No sound, Ryan.
Yes.
Okay, now you have.
I muted myself because I vacuumed a little bit under my desk and then I forgot to unmute.
So this could be a nice camera for you if you don't want to break the bank and want to have a nice image. Besides that, Logitech for webcams has two softwares which allow you to control the camera. One more complex, but it gives you more possibilities, like for instance, recording screen and all these kind of things. Call it Logi Capture. And the other one, there's a fly there? Or a bat?
Slightly distracted.
And the second option is called Logitune, is the one I use more often because it's easy to use. You can adjust it on the fly. So awesome camera, Logitech C920. The second item, let me see if I can find it. And I think Ryan, it's familiar with it as well. It's the Blue Snowball Ice. It's also a kind of a rolling stone when we talk about microphones, because it's old model, but which it's good today as well. As I mentioned, I bought this 7 years ago as well, and I'm gonna plug it so you can listen that it keeps working nice. Yes, I know the difference, Tommy. Thank you so much for asking, Tommy. It's asking the difference between the Logi C920 and the Logi C920X. The difference, Tommy, and to all the viewers, is that the X version comes with a software called XSplit VCam. I don't know for how long the license lasts, but this is a nice software. For instance, if you want to use virtual background, green screen, this is a software that allows you to use different backgrounds like uh, images, videos, also YouTube videos as well. This could be a nice software for you, and I don't think the price it's that different. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
the camera's the same though.
Camera is
If
the
you know.
same. The thing is that X version includes the software XSplit VCam. Okay, which I have the software, but I don't use it often. So let me put the Blue Snowball Ice. And now the sound you're listening is the Blue Snowball Ice. I'm pretty sure that you can notice more detail in the sound because, as I mentioned some minutes ago, I'm using this is a condenser microphone, so it will grab more detail. The sound it's more crystal clear. Okay, but the thing is, if for instance, if I tap my desk, probably you will listen.
Yep. Yeah, we can hear that.
But the thing is, we are talking about a $40 microphone. We are talking about a microphone that has a pretty nice sound. And also, if you don't want to go too fancy, too expensive, if for you good is good enough, this is a microphone that could last if you take care of the microphone, if you give love to the microphone, it will last more than 7 years. And I think this is a really nice thing to have in mind. Okay, so
Yeah.
this, yes,
I want to add some. So I had the Blue Snowball microphone, and 2 years ago when Marco and I first met and did our first few live shows together, we both used Blue Snowball microphones. Marco took better care of his than I did. I dropped mine off the desk a few too many times. And so mine eventually stopped working. But if you don't drop it off your desk and you take a little better care of it, they last for a long time. And like Marco said, really for less than $50, for $40, you get a really nice sounding microphone. And that's kind of the case. Like even with my Anchor that I've got here, you can. It's a small thing for if you want to do a live show or a podcast or even sound better to your colleagues over Zoom. A microphone is a small investment that can make an enormous difference. There's a lot of $40 gets you a lot better. You can go way up, like Marco's got multi $400 or $500 microphones that your sound can be even better than that. But a lot of times just going from no external microphone to an external microphone makes a big enough difference. That's usually good enough for a lot of people.
indeed. Ryan, let's go to the what do you have in the carousel?
Let's do it.
In this section, both Ryan and I, we get curious and we ask about a product in the others carousel. Ryan, do you want me to ask you or do you want to start?
You know what? You ask me because I have one in your carousel that I picked out, which I think is going to be great for the end of our show. So you go first.
Okay, it's there. I'm not gonna move Flexi Spot EN high adjustable standing desk.
All right. So what Marco is talking about here, he's talking about a adjustable sit-stand desk. I'm a big fan of the one that I have from FlexiSpot. Mine has a white surface top. It's got black legs. You can get different styles, different colors of that if you want to. Here's what I would say if you're looking at sit-stand desks. Couple things to highlight. My control panel here gives me 3 memory height settings. Let me see if I can do this for you quick. What that means is I have set heights for it. So if I want to sit down at this table, I press the button number 1 and it just automatically goes down to my sitting height of the desk. Maybe that's not good. Maybe now I want to stand up. I press button number 3 and it slowly raises itself up. So that's something to think about when you buy a sit-stand desk. The EN1 has those memory settings. Otherwise, some of your sit-stand desks, you just have to hold the arrow button up, which isn't really hard, but it's a little less convenient to have to stand there like this and to hold the button as it goes down. But I feel like it sounded like I ran into something. Nah, I didn't. I just stopped. Anyhow, mine is 48 inches wide. So 48 inches wide and 30 inches deep. That, in my opinion, for a recommendation, I would say that's the ideal height, or the ideal size if you can get your budget and you have space available for that. I think that gives you enough space to put a monitor, a laptop, a keyboard, a mouse, and then you still have some extra room over on the side to put things like a notepad or pictures of your family or files and paperwork that you're working on. I just think that works. They do come in smaller sizes and larger sizes, but I say, like, if you don't even know where to start, shoot for 48 by 30. And I'm just a big fan of the FlexiSpot desk. I have a couple of sit-stand desks, and I think this one is the best of what I've got here. I'm really happy with it. So that leads me back to you, Marco. Oh, I lost my slippers.
Oh my God.
This could be the worst. Let me get them. There. Whew. Save the slippers. All right, Mr. Marco. So I'm going to toss it back to you. And the last item that I want to call out of your carousel was Ross Brand's book, 100 Live Stream Predictions. I know we talked about this a little bit last week, but for those of you who don't know, I will brag up on Marco here, even though he maybe was himself, but it's better when someone else brags you up rather than you do it yourself. But Marco was lucky enough and qualified enough that Ross Brand reached out to Marco and asked Marco to write a small section in his book, 100 Predictions. And so I wanted Marco to talk about that a little bit. And then maybe if we have other news about Ross Brand, we can share that as well.
Absolutely. So let me clarify a misunderstanding here, because it was not really like that, because it was myself last year, because this is the second book that Ross is releasing about these 100 predictions. So last year this year I had him as well, but last year I had Ross, and we were talking about the first book, and I asked him, look, Ross, is there possible that next year you will have 101 prediction? And so this explained, because, well, of course, I had that feeling that probably he would say yes. So he invited me to share. I wouldn't call this a prediction. I think the more suitable way to put this is recommendation, or a good practice that you should follow. So I talk about I'm going to give a little spoiler, just that, about my chapter, which is the 73rd chapter. And I talk about the people like me approach, and which is a blend between live streaming, affiliate marketing, and influencer marketing. Yes. Okay, I know. Live streaming, influencer marketing, and word of mouth. When you blend them all together, this will give you the approach people like me. Okay, and we are talking about live streaming, and also there's feature awesome people. Some of them are live streamers, Amazon creators as well, like Jim Fuse, Chris Stone, Brigetti Limbanda, Christoph Trapp. So you will find amazing people there. Just only the amazing people were invited to.
Only the amazing people. I was not invited.
It's a nice book. Okay, it's a nice book. Let me check something, because Tommy didn't said to us if I think the Kindle version has a nice price as well. Okay, so this is a nice book if you want to, and there are some nice offers. And if you approach to me, if you can follow me on other social media platforms just by following the MFC Novo. And if you say that you bought this book, I can give you some advices for free. So there you go. And because Ryan just teased, next week, for the first time, the entire universe, so this is a tease, like scenes from the next chapter.
Hold on. We got to stop right now. I think you need to bring in the press conference microphones. This is kind of big news. We need this. This needs to be official.
Okay.
All right, now you're good.
So next week we will have Ross Brand to talk about this book. Okay, let me put because photographs are starting shooting photographs. So
we better get that started. This is big news. You better make yourself even bigger. Increase the size of you. This is an amazing moment.
Okay, so okay, they are taking some photographs. Oh, so next week in the Homeazin Show, we will have a really special episode with a really special guest. Ross Brand will be joining us to talk about this book, 100 live streaming and digital media predictions. Stay tuned. No questions, please. There you go.
I had to take a screenshot of that, Marco. That was an amazing moment on the show.
Will you be blackmailing me after this? With that screenshot?
Hopefully I will post that screenshot to some social media site in the coming days.
Okay. Okay, so said that, time to wrap up. Oh my God, time flies. We had such a great time. At least I had. I don't know about you, but you can share in the comment section.
I had a good time. Tommy says the interview you did with Ross a couple days ago, 3 days ago, was fantastic. and worth checking out. So yeah, so we're gonna even get a chance to have Ross on the show next week. So it's exciting for me. I've never met Ross.
Okay. But you can sleep normally from Thursday to Friday. Okay. You don't need to get nervous. And
I'm probably going to be a little bit nervous. I won't lie. I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay. I will grab your hand tight.
What if Ross doesn't like me? What if he doesn't like me? I mean,
could happen. Yes.
There's a good chance of that.
Absolutely, yes.
What if he can't pronounce Homeazin? I mean,
I'm gonna give him some a checklist. So first topic, you have to like Ryan. Okay, so time to wrap up. The weekend, it's coming. I don't know about you, but here next Sunday it will be Mother's Day. So I think we're gonna do a picnic or something outdoors, crazy, close to a river. You, Ryan, you already. Maybe you saw that river, that small river.
Oh, we did.
With those trees close to it. It's not that the wider river with this green bridge. It's another one. It's a little more tiny. But I think maybe you saw it on some Insta stories because I shared some photos.
I think I have.
Yes, it's that tiny river with lots of trees in the. Oh my God. How do we call it, those sides of the river? Margins? No.
Banks? The river bank?
Maybe. But yes. So next Sunday it will be here in Portugal, Mother's Day. Even though this reminds my mother that 50% of the reason she's a mother, it's because of me. So this is not a really happy day for her.
Are you the oldest one?
I'm the youngest.
So after they had you, they quit. That's yeah. Your sister, they had your sister, and they were like, "Having kids is so great." And then they had Marco, and they were like, "Oh, we are done with that."
When I
oh,
so tune in next week to see what new arrivals, and thankfully our creative department came with this new video section with the new arrivals instead of the newcomers, which didn't make any sense at all. We will get more deals, more tips and tricks. Also, an amazing special guest, Ross Brand. Hopefully, I will let Ryan come in as well.
Maybe I'm gonna get bumped off the Homeazin Show. I mean, business is tough these days. You got to make some cuts. I might not make the cut.
Okay, Ryan, your final thoughts.
All right. First up, Tommy would like to say fantastic Homeazin Show. Thank you, Marco and Ryan, for the excellent information and deals. He also says, Ryan, Ross probably has a whiteboard, so all will be good. I hope. We'll find out if Ross has a whiteboard or not. Anyhow, thanks everybody for tuning in to the Homeazin Show. Marco and I are very appreciative to everyone that tunes into the show. I and Marco consider it an honor that people are willing to spend part of their Friday with us. So thank you so much for that. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. We will be back again, like we said, next Friday, and Ross Brand will make an appearance sometime during the show, and we'll do a little interview with him. So that'll be the first ever interview on the Homeazin Show. That's going to be fun.
Epical moment.
It will be. Anyhow, that's all I have to say. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye. Enjoy.
Bye.
And don't open your door to strangers, even though they look good. Bye bye.